Hello everybody and welcome back to Sorceress Nonsense. I am Britt, the Surly Sorceress, and we are finally back today for another episode in our continuing series for Grimshire. I took a cute little, like month-long break. Life happens, friends. I have a real-world job and a family and all of the fun bullshit that comes with both. So, it is what it is, and I feel like every time I make a comment about wanting to be better about posting and editing and all of that sort of stuff more consistently, I seem to jinx myself. So we're gonna stop trying to be perfectionists about it and just do the thing, and make the thing, and post the thing. I encourage you to do the same. And with that, we're gonna jump in. Alrighty, so here we are, back in our little house, and after editing the previous episode, I was enraged with myself. I made some very questionable decisions in the last episode, I feel. That's right, I do have a whole bunch of rocks, and I cannot dump those out of my inventory. Alright, there is some assessing that needs to happen here. However, I realized after the fact that my sleepy brain, at the time that I was recording, made some poor decisions. We did in fact go and upgrade our axe, of all things, first, right? Yes, the axe is gone. Okay, I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Anyway, we went and dropped off the axe. I didn't think about the fact that we weren't gonna have it for a couple of days, so that kind of sucks. And I did not think about the fact that, I don't know, maybe we should have picked the pickaxe so that we could get into the second mine. Or perhaps, since I had suddenly come across 500 coins, which is exactly the amount that a bluggy hutch would have cost us, perhaps I could have alleviated some of our carnivore feeding problem. But nobody's perfect. We all screw up. Obviously, I need to choose my time for recording more wisely if I would like to not look like an absolute fool. So, I say I'm going to run about and do our sort of morning chores and assess our situation, and we will meet back here. Hopefully I will have a plan by then. 1, 2, 3, go! Okay then, that took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. Obviously, some in-game time has passed. However, I did run across a small problem, and that was that we were sort of out of storage space in our chest in the house, so I came in here and began stuttering over my own words, as I just did. They're not perfect, but I've got a couple more chests made. Keep our stuff sort of, kind of, organized until we eventually get to a point where we can upgrade the house. And I did have a couple of ideas, so there's still plenty of time in the day. We're gonna get out and about and go get some things accomplished. But I did have a thought. I wonder if cooking, like, food, like meals, like making stuff like this, actually, since I can make a couple, I'm gonna make one of these, and then an herb. Sure, yep, that makes a fruit salad, totally. So we're gonna make that and see what sort of price will it fetch us at the market. And by the market, I mean Dudley's general store. We're gonna go dump the few things that I still have in my pocketses into the root cellar. Hello, friends! Say hello to our friends on our way past. And then I think we're going to go fish with like half of our energy, because this 5 has got to come up. It keeps me on my toes. It keeps me nervous, this carnivore number. And silly, tired past me from like 2 months ago decided that we needed an axe upgrade instead of something that may have been more useful. It's not a bad choice. It just, in retrospect, perhaps not the best choice that could have been made. I will I suppose, run about and fish. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me do that nonsense, so time lapse, go! Okay, we've got a few fish. Let's go dump them in the smoker so that they last a little bit longer. Let's see. You. Okay. Oh, filled one. Perfect. And got 2 frogs. 2 frogs in the other smoker. We will need to actually smoke those. Let's get the full one started at least, and our... oh. See, I just did it, and I completely forgot that I had already made more chests. Sorry, my brain paused for a moment there. Let's see. No, I don't need anything out there. I just need the wood for the smoker. We can always get more, although not right this second. Sure, why not? That'll do. Okay. What else do we have in our inventory? Just nonsense. Okay. We've still got a ton of energy. I really didn't get as many fish as I would have liked to in that run, so... what time is it? 5:30? You know what? I don't remember how many days it's been in-game since we dropped off our axe. I think it's only been one. But with it already being 5:30, I'm actually going to try and fish a little bit more. That guy's... oh, there he goes. A little closer. I'm going to try to fish a little bit more. And I'll meet you guys... oh, damn it. I'll meet you guys back over by the house. Okay, I know I said we'd meet back at the house, but I wanted to come in here and drop off some of this nonsense on our way back, because it is already 8:25. It's too late to be running into the mines. I will 100% forget what time it is, and lose track, and it's gonna go crazy. Ooh, that was a significant portion of the herbivore food. Perfect. We're keeping the fish, the carnivore fare that we have fished, although I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of irritated. I fished a little bit there, and I caught 3 fucking bottles. It wasn't meant to be. This fish trap being full of a fish was meant to be, though. That's perfect. What about the other one? Did I get one in the other one, too? Of course not. Okay. That's okay. We need to remember to put more kibble in that tomorrow. Hopefully I will remember to do that while I am doing morning chores. Considering it's probably, like, at least a good 30 to 60 seconds from right this second, I'll probably forget, but, you know. I think I was using coal before in the smoker. Or maybe I was using hardwood. I feel like I didn't have to add as much before. Who knows? I don't remember. Where did I put... there they are. There's the sticks. There's the logs. I got some seeds in here. You know what? Last time we got some stuff out of these bottles. So we learned how to make shepherd's stew, creamy mushroom soup, and we got some monies. Nice, nice. All right, and the only thing left in our inventory... oh, there we go. The only thing left is the seeds, and then now we have our salad that we can take with us to the store tomorrow. And see if that guy will buy it. And how much we can get for it. Because that was 1 fruit and 1 herb. And we can get those from forage. So, not necessarily free in that we're having to spend time to go and get it. But it's effort and not money. So, I think it might be worth it if we can sell some cooked food for some coins. Because I'm still not very happy with the choice that I made. I want a bluggy hutch, dang it. Okay. I don't need any furniture yet, friends. Thank you. Although, you know, good for local advertisement. Let's see, 1 day until the Defender's ration is due. Okay. Yep. We've got it for now. Alright. So, now, morning chores. Oh, we have mail. Hang on. Copper axe. Ooh, is it ready? Yeah, nice. Hey, bud, I finished upgrading your copper axe. It is much sharper now. You should be able to cut down some trees faster and possibly cut down some new types of trees. Anyway, it's too heavy to deliver via the mail, so come pick it up. Bet. Nice. Alright, I'm going to run about here and do our morning chores. I can see that the smokers are finished. I see that some of our plants are ready to harvest, so I'm going to go grab all of this stuff, and I will meet you guys on the way to the blacksmith. Alrighty, I have gotten our chores done. We are on our way. Oh, creature! Look it! Wait! Wait, I'm trying to click on you. Tell me. Wild girdle. You're so cute. Jeez, creatures are adorable. Cheese and crackers. Don't mind me, just being a loot goblin. I saw some stuff that I could pick up off the ground, so I'm picking it up. We need to go to the blacksmith's house. Oop, stuck on a stick. And I can't cut it out of my way because this guy has still got my axe. Let's go get it. Too heavy for the mail indeed, sir. It better be. The Brewing Club. That actually sounds like fun, friend. Where? Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot. Your tool is finished. You should try it out. I fully intend to, sir. Yeah, look at it. There it is. Okay, my apologies, friends. I took a phone call there and took a longer break than I intended. So if I sound different or sleepier, that's because it just filled my belly with delicious food. I can upgrade your tools. Yes, okay. No, not right now. Thank you. We're just clicking things to click things. Alright, what were we doing? Yes, that's right. We were accomplishing things. We got our axe back. Now we still have a good bit of this day. I wasn't sure earlier how many... Oop, stuck on a stick again. Wait! I can break it. Ha! I wasn't sure how much longer he was going to have it. I didn't realize he was going to give it back so quickly. So we can actually go down here and clear a couple of trees. Let's use our cool new axe on something a little tougher than the softwood trees. Let's perhaps get rid of this one. Yes. No, don't shake it. I'm trying to hack this thing down. Get out of here. You're in my way. Cheese and crackers. Alright. We got some hardwood. Now, with the upgraded axe, we'll be able to chop some of these harder trees out of our space here so that we can expand with our farming area, and we can, you know, keep our animal enclosures sort of organized and enclosed. I have a half-assed plan for the garden and animals, and we will just have to see how that goes for us. Speaking of animals, it is in fact going to cost us another... Oh, look at that wonderful number. 333 for our coin count. I was gonna say, we're gonna need 500 coins to get the Bluggy Hutch. It was some other stuff too, I'm pretty sure. It was like stone and logs or something. Whatever. We do still need to check and see if I can sell cooked food for some coins. 20 coins. That seems reasonable, honestly. I don't Like, all of these other things don't cost as much. The hawthorn seeds? No, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that, because it produces things, and we are eventually gonna have sort of an orchard of sorts on our property for food purposes, so, we will have to keep in mind as we harvest more, herbs and such out in the wild. The fruits and herb, I think, was what that fruit salad was. We'll have to experiment. Ooh, nice! We'll have to experiment a little bit and see if some of the dishes fetch a higher price, perhaps. Don't mind me, I'm just sort of wandering in a circle while I talk, which is, fun fact, actually, something I do in real life. I pace, friends! Alright, so, hang on. Game plan, game plan. Big brain. What do we need to do now? We need money, to get the Bluggy Hutch, but we also need more carnivore food. That is still a problem. The, what's it? Ding dang royal, buttheads taking our food. Oh, that's right, I already cooked them. Duh. I need to go dump them. Oh my goodness, the sleepy brain has kicked in. No. We were doing so good for the first half of the episode, folks, but here we are again, making questionable decisions and getting distracted. I made good decisions in the beginning, okay? I think that's what counts. We're gonna keep the mint. And 2 of those, so that we can make another couple of things to sell. And then it's 2:50 p.m. So, oh, I did add, while I was doing chores this morning, I did add 2 more of these, and funny enough, I found out by accident, slash misclick, that you can refill the watering can from those, water sources, which makes perfect sense, but never occurred to me to try. So, learn from me. Don't be a big silly. Let's see. Fruit salad. That's what we did the first time. What was this? This was the vegetable salad. And it seems like it has the same, stamina. I would imagine these other things, fetch more. Okay, so that's nut and fruit and herb. Okay. I would assume these other things fetch more in the store than, the other one. You know what? I think we have honey. We can probably make this tea as well and compare the 2. We do, in fact, have honey. So we're gonna make 1 of each. We're gonna make the tea first. So we're gonna pick an herb. We're gonna pick the mint. It's my favorite tea. I love mint tea. It's delicious. We're gonna let that cook. I am going to run over here and throw these seeds at the ground like a weird chaos druid. And then I will meet you back with whatever half-assed plan I have come up with in the meantime. Okay, is this done yet? How much longer does it have? 17 minutes. Damn. It'll be ready at 4:27. So let's run out here, grab a couple of things. Yeah, we've got stuff that we can go throw. Ooh, got more shroomies. Got more stuff we can go throw in the root cellar in town. Do any of the things that I currently have on me count towards the ingredients here, perhaps? No, not really. The vegetable, a little. It's got the same as this, so it kind of doesn't matter. Yep, pick the cherry, pick the mint. Cook it, please. I can put... Oop, wrong way. This one. Don't water the floor. Cheese and crackers. Now buttons are hard. First it was words, now buttons. Fantastic. I love the way my brain deteriorates. Oh, it's rapid. Alright. What was I doing? That's right. Root cellar. Go, go, go. Go drop this stuff off. I am waiting for the rest of that tin. I need to go and get... either go and get more fuel or go grab some logs and use those. Okay, dump these. Take all of this food stuff because tomorrow they're gonna take that, 2 extra days all at once. And we're keeping the tea because we're gonna sell it. So we got 20 for the fruit salad. So... Ooh, this is 24. I was right. So the stamina, the stats on it seem to determine its value in the store, which again makes perfect sense, but we did need to find that out for certain. Alright, so we've still got some energy. I see some... Ooh! I see a fish in a fish trap, first of all. But I see some fishies over here. Let's meet back in the house. I'm probably going to wind up using a good bit of this time to just fish. Because we still don't have a bluggy hutch. Because I make questionable decisions when I'm sleepy. I'll see you guys when I'm done fishing. Okay, well that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. There weren't quite as many fish hanging around our little home area as I was hoping, but we did get a few more. How long have I been recording overall here? I think I have enough to perhaps get away with an entire episode. And I am feeling quite tired. I want to put another day in this episode, but I have to be realistic with my time here. I do have other real-world things to accomplish. We can, however, grab something to go fuel that smoker and get it started, so when we come back for the next episode, hopefully I will have a little more time to record than I do this time, and we can make a little bit more progress. Now that I have figured out that we can for sure use the foraged things that we come across to make some form of cash flow happen here, I think that we can get some shit done now. I think there's only 4. Okay, sorry, I was checking to see how many tin bars I had. I need 8 to make the surround around the spigots for the garden. Yeah, next time I think we can get quite a few things accomplished. Like I said, unfortunately I took a phone call, had to take a little break, made myself some delicious food, and now I am the sleepy. Okay, well that's what perfectionist panic in a freeze looks like. I kind of petered off, and the silence lasted long enough that I just sort of panicked and ended the recording. So after a little bit of thought, we're gonna pick up right where I left off yesterday. I'm just gonna move on to the next day. Come on down to the general store. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna cook some more stuff, and we'll be up there. We have more than enough food stocked, and it is in fact Sunday, so they're gonna be taking that ration. What's it, tonight, I think? Oh, shit, some of our food is spoiling now. That's why the herbivore number dropped. Okay. Damn. Alrighty. Well, that sucks. So that's gonna be a thing that we have to deal with. Did I have anything else in my inventory? No, I did not. So, we're gonna need to, get it cracking with the cooking here. Get us some more coins. We need to get on top of the, animals. Let's see, a cooking station. charcoal. I need charcoal to make one of those. I don't know how to make charcoal. Suppose we will probably figure it out somewhere along the way. Damn. Okay. Well, can't make another cooking station. That means we're just gonna have to, let this stuff cook one at a time. Alrighty. Well, I suppose we can step outside, see what, sort of shenanigans await us. There's some mail. A request from Percy. Have a favor to ask. Talk to me before summer 8. Sure. Alright, chore time, and then plan time? Question mark? Okay, we have got our morning chores done. I have gone about and gotten our garden taken care of, spread some compost here and there, because our compost was finally done. Not harvested the hay yet, but doesn't really matter. So now that I sort of have a kind of plan, I think our mission today is just going to be spending some time running about and foraging, I think. We need to get that herbivore number back up a little bit. We need to spend some time fishing today and get some more carnivore food. And we need to get some things to cook so that we can go get some coins. We need to get us an animal enclosure. Again, I think I'm going to go with the bluggies first because they provide eggs. Ooh, hello. Oyster mushroom. Alrighty, that's a new one, I think. I don't think I've found that one yet. Have I? Who knows? I spend such long periods of time between recording these episodes, sometimes I don't really remember. That's why we get to play my favorite game. What the hell was I doing? Alright, well, I'm going to run about and forage. If anything interesting happens, I will pull you guys back in and let you know. But for the time being, I think I'm just gonna run about and get as many fish and herbs and technical fruits as possible so that we can go cook up a bunch of stuff in our kitchen and go sell it at the general store and get us enough coins to get a bluggy hutch and get this animal business started. Alright, cool. Okay, we got a good little bit of fishing done, and I did see a couple of trees that had some maple seeds ready to drop, and I believe one of the recipes that we saw may have had better stats, and I think it required a nut, which I think a maple seed will count as. Hopefully the logic holds. I can never tell if I'm being really smart or very, very dumb. So I'm still just sort of running around, getting some more forage. I've got quite a bit of stuff, and I'm trying to remember whether or not that guy who lives in the marsh mentioned how much it's going to cost to have him help us acquire animals once we get the enclosures. In just a minute, we're gonna pop into the carpenter's house, the woodworker's house. I don't know what his technical job description is, his job title. Entrepreneur, perhaps? CEO? Oh, my inventory's full. Oh no! What do I have that I can drop? That I don't need? What do I have? What if we get rid of this? Can I dump it? Damn! Can I do something with it in here? Can I do this? No. Damn. Oh, hey, look at this. Look. Ta-da! Okay, we have sticks. We'll take that. That looked like a seed for a cherry tree, and I'm about it. We can add that somewhere on the property, although I'm almost hesitant to plant it just now until I figure out where I want to put the food forest situation. I'm going to dump my pockets. Yes, and I'll meet you inside and we will look at the recipes and see what we can get out of what we have. Okay, what else do I have? Let's dump a couple of things. I'm gonna get rid of this. I burned the sticks out of my pocket. Didn't need them. What else? What else? Nothing for in there. Oh, wait, I lied. Let's put this in here for now. We're gonna let that chill up there until I decide what to do with it. I've got quite a few seeds in my pockets as well. And now, let's look at... Yes! This one. It does. It does. Okay. So the fruit salad was 22. And this one's 25, which I think the tea was 27. The tea was 24, is what we got out of it. 24 gold coins. So let's make one of these and see what we get out of it, because that's technically using one more resource than the other recipes, and I'm wondering if we will get more for it because it's using more of the resources, or if the value of it is strictly going to be around its stamina stat. We're also in possession of an item that Adeline wants for her research currently, so we will be able to drop that off with her at some point, though I'm almost hesitant to go do it anytime soon until we've got enough to really make it worth our while. It seems we're at 46 of 60 for her next prize, if you will. I don't know if it's worth the trip for one item. I also know myself well enough to know that if I don't take it sometime soon, I may forget I have it. So I will meet you guys back in the house. Okay, and it looks like our little weird granola bar looking business is done. We're gonna go ahead and make a couple of these as well. Remember not to use our fancy rhubarb. You know what? We will go ahead and drop that off while we're in town because I want to go sell this fruit and nut bar before the store closes quickly. I don't want to have to go to the all-night bodega, right? Oh, nobody here. Self-checkout it is! Ooh, hey, we do get more for that one. Perfect. Okay, that's actually awesome. So, 26 for this, 20 for that, and we're at 423. Ooh. We just need to sell, like, 4 more food items, and we're gonna have enough to get our Bluggy Hutch. So that is what we're gonna work on for the rest of this evening. How long have I been recording? Okay, I think we can squeeze one more day into it. I don't want to jinx myself and say... Oh, god damn it, we didn't drop off the research item. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We need to cook. We only have a few more things left. 11 minutes. We only have a few more minutes left on that, but we need to cook for the rest of this evening. I think I'm going to just sort of run about and groom our property a little bit, clear out some of these trees that I wasn't able to get to before, and I will see you guys when it is bedtime. Okay, we got a little bit more wood and stone and that sort of thing, you know, the normal. I was able to get one more thing on the stove. Here we go. Our little granola bar. Looks delicious. It looks like blueberries, though, which is not my favorite. I'd be happier if it was like cranberries or, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. So we got a few more resources here. And a couple more meals. I want to get one more on the stove before we go to bed. We have another one when we get up in the morning. We can take them with us and sell them. So let's go ahead and jump into bed. I could be incorrect. It seems... Yes, I know. Good work. We have a lot of food stocked. I need to go dump some stuff. The Defender's ration was taken yesterday. That's why these numbers look kind of insane. This, I don't like it. I don't like the caution, the warning sign. I did not dump anything into the box yesterday that I can remember. So, we will do what we can today. So here's our other little granola bar. And is there anything else that I need to do? Let's go ahead and throw one more on the stove. I feel like at this point we kind of can't have too many. We need animal enclosures and that sort of stuff. Let's check our mail. Payment. Hello, thank you for helping us meet the Defender's ration. Oh, it's our payment from the mayor. That's very nice, sir. And then a request from Rowan to come and speak to him. So, how many coins are in here? Ooh. Well, I think we're gonna go talk to that guy anyway. I'm gonna do morning chores, and I need to go get some fuel to run these smokers, because I forgot about it yesterday. And we will meet back on the way to Rowan's house, because Rowan is the one that we need to talk to for the enclosures, I'm pretty sure. I think he's the one who is the woodworker. Oh, I'm facing the damn door the whole time I'm talking to you. Awesome! I'm so great at this. I'll meet you guys back inside. So I was running about and trying to remember to be responsible, and was grabbing wood to go and throw into the smokers, and remembered, hey, we emptied those fish traps and I need to put some more kibble in them to trap more fish. And I came over here to check our fish traps. What the hell is that? What is that? What is this? I don't like that. I don't remember reading about that in the mail. What is that? No, there's nothing. Oh, hey, did that guy say? No, he didn't say how much it was. Damn. I remember I was thinking about that earlier. So, I got the smokers started, and we've got a few meals to sell. Let's go to the store. Maybe somebody in town knows what the hell is happening? What is that? It's like that out here, too, look. It's not as bad, perhaps. It doesn't look the same as it did yesterday. What is this? Can we still fish? There's not the fish seem to be fine. Hang on, experiment. Can we still... Are the fish gonna be fine? The water looks weird. What's the edges, man? Oh, damn fish ignored me. Let's grab a different one. Sickly fish. Poor little guy doesn't look good. 1 stamina. That is no bueno. Are all of them gonna be like that? Let's catch one more. That one seemed to be fine. Well, damn. What is happening? I knew this game was gonna get dark and there were gonna be, like, real, like, survival challenges for the community, but jeez, man, we're ramping it up. Like, hey, you don't have to just feed the whole town for a day every day. You gotta make sure we have enough to give to these jerk-face rats with fancy hats, you know? Hey, you know, You know how you were trying to figure out how to use fishing as a main source for your carnivore food? Well, can't do that now, can ya? Cheese and crackers. All right. Well, now that I've gotten thoroughly distracted by the state of the water, jeez. I think we're gonna need to definitely go get an animal enclosure today. Which means that we're also going to need... Yeah, sell that. I realized that we have enough coins to get what we needed, but we had a mission. Yeah, I can't even get any coins for this sickly fish. It's sick and falling apart. I don't even know if that's worth keeping for anything. I wouldn't want to cook a sickly fish. What if it makes us sick? Alright, we're gonna leave... Oh, no. Silly. We're gonna leave and go to Rowan's place. Actually, before we go to Rowan's place, we are gonna bust out our fancy new axe, and we are going to tear down this old shitty fence that is up and get it replaced. I think the hay is probably gonna be safe, but because I am sort of avoiding content surrounding this game and not watching people play it because I want to figure things out for myself and explore, I don't know whether or not the animals will eat your crops if you leave them. So I want to make sure that at least this garden plot is surrounded by a fence with a gate before we get an animal enclosure. And man, I feel like I'm in a rush here. I want to build the fence and I want to go get the enclosure. Well, we're not going to have an animal in the enclosure to begin with. We can build the fence for the next in-game day. Or I can save that for the next in-game day if necessary. Ooh, there's a lot of maple seeds too. We can get some more of those. Make some more of those fruit and nut bars. Oh, look, this is what we're going to have in our little... Oh, it's so cute. That's what we're going to have in our first enclosure. It's a bluggy. They're adorable. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Do I have anything on me that they might like? I don't even know. Damn. Okay, let's go in here. Hello, friend. Would you help me with something? Oh, that's right. He had a, That's right, he did have a quest for us. With all the bad stuff going on lately, we've had to cut down more trees than usual. We need to think about the future and plan ahead. It takes a long time for a tree to fully grow. I want to plant a bunch to replace what we've had to cut down recently. Will you bring me some maple seeds? Ooh! How convenient! He says, I'll gather some myself, but I'd like to plant a whole bunch. I would gather some myself, perhaps? Either way, we can probably do that. How many does he want? Forestry with Rowan, 30. He wants 30 maple seeds. Okay, and then we have the 5 iron ore due to Gruff soon. So we will do the animal enclosure first. Gruff isn't a bad neighbor. His forging can be loud, but most of the time he's in the mines or pouring molds. Dude, I would love to live next to a blacksmith. Do you need any of my services? Build, my friend. Build a chicory coop. Alfeet barn bluggy hutch. So we need 50 planks, 50 stone. Alright. Let's go get it done. I will meet you... What time is it? 3:15? We have time. I'll meet you back at Rowan's with the stuff that we need. 1, 2, 3, go! Well, damn. I said I was gonna meet you guys back there. I don't have enough. We need to make 50 planks total, and I have 9. So we will have to save getting the actual hut for another time, unfortunately. So I will just get this loaded in. I'll gather up the stuff that we have in the smoker, and I will meet you guys back over at the root cellar while we sort of wrap up this day. Haha, just kidding. I forgot we need to go drop off something for Rowan. I did, in fact, come across all of the maple seeds that we needed to fulfill his quest, so the least we can do is drop these things off with him and see what sort of fancy reward we get for completing this quest. This is great! Thank you! I'll get these baby trees planted as soon as possible. Here, take these apple seeds as a thank you. If you plant them now, maybe they'll be fully grown by the time it's apple season. Oh, hell yeah! Here we go! Nice, nice! So we got some cherry tree seeds and... oh, he gave us 5 apple seeds. Legit! Alright, what can I buy here? That's right, I can buy nice nonsense for our house. Oh, greenhouse wallpaper. That's so nice. I would love to do something like that. Unfortunately, right now, our monetary resources need to be aimed in a different direction. We still need to purchase a bluggy hutch when we have the... Ooh, I'm going the wrong way. When we have the planks that we need. We definitely have the 50 stone in our storage chests in the house. I did yesterday sort of clean out a bit more of the area over here next to where we have our food processing stuff. I would just, you know, for my own brain's happiness, like to keep things sort of separated into like animals and farming stuff and food preservation areas and sort of make it make sense, but I'm also not really in the mood to have to move everything around either, so we're probably just going to work with everything as it is. And we learned how to make cheesy pasta! Very nice. So let's see. We do have some seeds and things. Let's go dump out what we can, what we have, into the root cellar, so that that number doesn't quite look so damn scary when we come back next episode. I have been recording for quite a little while, I think, with the awkward jump cuts and all of that sort of nonsense. We're probably gonna be okay on video length. I don't think I'm gonna run out of stuff. I am gonna go ahead and dump all of the food stuff that I have, with the exception of these rhubarbs, just so that we can bring this number up as much as possible, just again, so it doesn't make me so damn nervous. Those shelves are really barren looking now, and with the... oh wait, hang on. So this water up here looks fine, but this down here looks nasty. So what is the water over in the marsh area look like? Real quick, field trip. Okay, it's in the marsh too. Look, like around the edges. It's in the marsh as well. Shit. Okay, that can't be good. That can't be good. Oh no. Okay, so that water source is gonna probably give sickly fish as well, right? What about up here? There's water up here between Rowan and Gruff's places. Is this water affected? Or is it remaining down in, like, the coastal... okay, so this is the coastal waters, is what I was gonna say. This water looks fine. Nothing weird up here that I can see about the water up here. So maybe it's just the coast? Yeah, no, there's no, like, ring of doom around these waterways, so... well... I'm gonna go plant all of this nonsense really quick. How many fence pieces do I have? Quickly! Quickly! I'm running out of recording time. And we're running out of daylight. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Alright. Let's see. Can we get most of this put up really quick? I can at least get an idea of how many more I'm gonna need. Get that put up. Alright, also need to water this nonsense. Perfect. Okay. Well, with that, folks, I think we're probably going to wrap up the episode here. After yesterday's freeze, I think I've got more than enough now to get this episode done to my satisfaction. Yeah, so the next episode we will probably work on getting our fence completed. Real quick, what did we need to make more fencing pieces? That's a gate, and it is copper bars and medium wood. And the fence is just medium wood, so I think we're going to be able to make that no problem. And get the garden enclosed, and then go get our first animal enclosure and see about trying to get a handle on the food situation in our town. And so with that, I will stop rambling and end this here. Thank you so much for watching if you stuck around this long, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay, bye!